The one thing we need to remember about Chelsea, right? There's no other way to put it. At home, they're a different animal than they are away from home. They've been soft on the road, right? The only team in the top half of the table they've beaten is Watford. They've beaten some other sides, but they're all bottom half teams. You know, they've been beaten easily by Tottenham, and they drew at West Ham, and you know, lost at Arsenal. So the only side that they've beaten is Watford in the top half. They haven't travelled well. They're out their comfort zone when they go away, and now they're playing, you know, well, one of the two best teams in the league, and he's got decisions to make. Again, you know, Rudiger was out last week. Christensen come in. Does he change it? But I think the one thing we do know, for God's sake, we've talked about it. We know he's going to play 4-3-3. Right. What we don't know is what Guardiola's going to come up with. We know what Sarri's going to do, and the question is on the road, you know, is that back four going to be operating well enough to thwart what City have, which is the best midfield to front probably in the league? And we've all talked about him, Jorginho on the ball, that's fine. But when they don't have as much possession as they have at Stamford Bridge, can he do the defensive duties to thwart all the midfield guys that play narrow for Man City? That's a big question.
Your thoughts, Ian, looking ahead to the game at the Etihad?
I'll agree with Craig. Chelsea are not great travellers. Recently, they lost 4-0 at Bournemouth, remember? I remember their performance at Arsenal, which was poor as well. They're a different kettle of fish, I think, at Stamford Bridge. I am interested in this Higuain-Hazard link-up. They looked to have a natural chemistry. It was against Huddersfield, the bottom club, OK, but there was something there, I think. But, you know, Manchester City, I think they were in a corner and they've got out of that corner, and suddenly I think they're starting to see the finishing line. I see them winning this game, and maybe quite comfortably.
Anything but a defeat for Liverpool. We'll see them go back to the top of the table, given that, of course, City are in action 24 hours later. Steve, this is fine, isn't it?
Yes, it should be.
How that's changed, eh?
Well, it's an important game. It's
an important game.
It is.
You can bet your bottom dollar it's an important game.
Not for a psychological reason as much as anything else. You know, after this game, they get a break.
Yep.
And considering the results they've had recently, particularly at Anfield, if they can put show us the real Liverpool in this game, then they can score goals and get everybody back on an even keel. Because right now, everybody's kind of asking questions because of those recent results, particularly at Anfield. Yeah. So to be able to have a good performance, score plenty of goals, go and have a break and everybody's happy, and then come back, and then you face your Bayerns, and then you face your Man Uniteds, and then you follow that with 3 games again that we think they should win against the Burnleys and Everton and Watford.
What do you make of what's going on at Liverpool and looking ahead to this game? Stevie's talking about the psychology of it. Ian?
Liverpool against Bournemouth. Well, I saw Bournemouth last week, and they don't have Callum Wilson at the moment, and they don't have the excellent youngster David Brooks. They're both out for about a month. They put in a limp display at Cardiff. I think it's the ideal fixture, really, I think, for Liverpool to get themselves back on song. And the word is that Henderson is near to fitness, and Wijnaldum too, and even Alexander-Arnold, the young fullback, who I think they've missed recently. So, yeah, Liverpool, I think, should win that one and maybe just regain a bit of momentum.
You were the only one, I think, who picked them to go all the way and win it at the start of the season, Ian. Are you sticking with that?
Yeah, I'll stick with it. They've got the game in hand. They're having a little bit of a blip at the moment, but doesn't every team on their way to the title?
Full house on Extra Time today. Got boys in the studio, Gav and Ian as well, in their various places. The first one is complaints. Why does Extra Time waste so much time talking about almost next to nothing? Well, it's fair, Enrique, we do.
I thought that's what it was for.
Well, we have...
Shall we talk about next to nothing and answering that question?
So, the whole premise of it is to answer questions that people send in.
Yes.
And that's all we do, right?
Correct.
Well, but what's the problem then?
We may venture off.
We do...
tangents.
Just because somebody might not like the questions...
Yeah.
Not our fault.
It's not our fault. We got to answer the question.
Correct.
And this question isn't... The next question is not about soccer, so it's not our fault. Can we make grumpy Scottish grandpas analyse modern Hollywood a regular segment?
To be honest, that was good.
Now, this was going back to when we were discussing the Oscars, where Craig said, what was that film set in space? Frozen? And Stevie said, I don't like modern movies because they all have zombies in.
Well, that was just... We just speak the truth,
that
right?
was a good segment, to be fair. That was funny.
We just speak the truth, that's all.
They don't all have zombies in, do they?
All right, superheroes.
Superheroes and zombies are completely different things.
So what's the Black Panther won an Oscar, right?
No, it's nominated.
It's nominated.
Yes.
So was that real?
I don't think any movies are real. That's why they're movies. Otherwise, it'd be a reality TV show.
Don't be stupid. You know what I meant. So you're being stupid now. It's some fictional nonsense.
It's all fictional.
No, they're not.
Well, factual would be a docu-film.
Oh, goodness.
Ian, have you seen any of the Oscar-nominated movies?
Oh, I saw The Favourite. Is that nominated? I don't know whether it is it?
Was
it
that any
pretty
good?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it actually, but I'm a bit of a sucker for the movies. I kind of end up enjoying nearly all of them.
Oh,
so
what?
I'm a soft touch for the movie makers. Don't let me decide the Oscars. Whatever you do, because I'm not a discerning judge.
You're easily pleased.
Yeah, very.
Easily pleased. Yeah.
No, not like
Not
that.
like superheroes. and
So what do you
zombies.
watch then? So what kind of movies do you like?
Everything, that's my point.
What's your favourite?
Whatever's on.
Do you like documentaries or do you like fictional or what do you like? Zombie movies?
Superheroes and zombies.
Superheroes and zombies. There you go.
Gab?
I like to imagine that, Stevie, there's nothing wrong with this. When you said about you like movies which are real, means that you like biopics.
Oh.
Like Lawrence of Arabia, for example. Am I right? There's no
Absolutely,
zombies in
Gab.
that.
You've got me to a T, Gab.
Is chili a condiment?
No.
It's a country.
The Copa America champions.
I don't really know.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
It is.
No.
No?
How's that condiment?
No.
Where is it then?
It's a main meal. Main meal can't be a
What, a chili?
condiment.
No, he told me chili sauce. You know, you didn't talk about.
He didn't say, that's not what he said. He said it's
Not
chili,
chili con
condiment.
carne.
It's chili, a condiment. Well, how can it be a condiment?
Chili flakes, I imagine. Is that where we're going?
Yeah, chili sauce.
Well, explain the question better then.
Fresh chili.
Chili. Can I have a bowl of chili? Or do you want a bowl of condiment?
Ian, if Liverpool don't win the league, would it be a bigger failure than the 2014 season when Gerrard slipped?
No, I don't think it would be really. I mean, they're giving Manchester City a really good run for their money. I mean, say they got to, I don't know, 89, 90 points and still didn't win it, you wouldn't call that a failure, would you?
Ooh.
Who won it in 2014? I can't remember.
Was that Chelsea? No, Chelsea beats...
No,
Is that was Leicester? No.
No, that's 2016.
Manchester City.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks, Gary.
Pellegrini.
There you go. Was that the Aguero one?
No. Aguero one was before.
No, it was the other one.
And that was
The
at
one nobody
United.
remembers.
The Aguero one was because I was at that.
It was between them and United, right?
I would say that
Finger on the pulse.
and I would say the bar's been raised even more since then. So
Stephen?
Chile.
Yes, it would be.
It would be
I think it would be a bigger failure.
Yeah.
bigger failure.
Well, considering they got themselves at one stage, 7 points ahead, to end up losing it by getting dropping points at home to substandard teams, then yes. Listen, if they're going to lose it and they get beat by Man City like they did, or if they get beat by Chelsea or Tottenham, if you're going to lose it getting beaten by those sides, or those sides are taking points off you, then maybe okay. But if you're going to lose it by dropping points at home against the likes of Leicester, then absolutely it's a big failure.
Shaka, who's your favourite to win the Cricket World Cup this year? In England, isn't it, in the summer?
West Indies.
The England in the test. Ian?
I think England, with a white ball, they're pretty good at
Yeah.
cricket. It's the red ball they have the problem with. I'm losing a few people here, I think, aren't I?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
hold on.
Ian.
Is the red ball for
Red ball is like
Red
the
test.
long format, let's
and
say. Long format.
What is it? 1 day?
White, yeah.
The white
Yeah.
ball is for the
The 1 day.
20s or T20 or T50s. West Indies are good at that format, the short format.
If you started a ESPN FC boy band, which instruments would you all play?
I'd like to play the saxophone.
He's on the trumpet, isn't he? Big time.
I'd love to play the saxophone.
Wow.
Have you ever played it, tried
No,
it?
No.
Have you ever played anything musical?
No. I tried the steel pan once. I tried the piano once. Both failures.
The steel band.
Yeah, that's.
I know exactly
right.
what it is.
But I was no good.
Right.
So I'm not musically inclined. Let's just leave it at that.
Well, Stephen seems to have a lot to say about it.
Quite clearly.
Oh, double bass.
Double bass.
No danger, that big one. No danger.
What was your question?
If we had a boy band, what
which instrument? I don't think
instrument?
Enrique, who said it the first tweet, is particularly happy with what's going on so far.
It's funny that all boy bands I can think of, not one of them plays an instrument.
Oh, that's true.
And certainly not a double bass. They're more like electric guitars or... Oh, here's the latest boy band and the old double bass.
Well, none of them do, but what's that all about?
Groundbreaking. Ian, which instrument?
Oh, there isn't going to be a boy band, is there, called ESPN Life or something like that. But, hey, pressed into a corner, let's go to, let's say, lead guitar.
Always at the front.
I'm sorry, Ian's more of a maracas man.
I must admit.
Definitely.
Very good. Jackie on the maracas.
Jackie on
I'm just
maracas.
happy to get in the boy band at my stage.
Gab, you get to round things off.
I like to think I could, since I am the wordsmith here, I like to think that perhaps I could provide the lyrics and maybe sing a little too.
Freestyle.
Oh.
What instrument's lyrics?
Oh yeah.
Beatbox.
What instrument?
He's beatbox is what it means.
You never said that.
I'm seeing it for him.
Okay, yesterday we talked about the last letter of the alphabet, which you pronounce.
Z.
He's still saying it.
Oh, sorry.
Craig.
Zed.
Gab, how do you say it?
Depends who I'm talking to.
Well, you're talking to us.
Am I talking to Shaka mostly? Or the rest of you lot? If it's the rest of you lot, then it's Zed. If it's our global audience, then it's probably Z.
Thank you, Gab.
Why are you saying thank you?
Because Gab and I are on the same level as usual.
That's
My
listen,
takeaway
let me tell you
from that
something.
is
Once
I'm
again, Stevie and I in
representative of global
agreement.
audience.
Yep.
Thank
you, Gab.
Global audience,
What are we
I am.
Let me tell you something. That's the last thing he needs. Marcotti being on the same level as you.
Personally, I was thinking the other way around.
So then, how do you pronounce the letter H?
H.
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 Is that how I say it? H.
No, you said H.
You say
It's an H.
H. We're capital A. H.
There's no H in H,
correct.
but it's H.
Yeah, I know. It's what?
It's H with an A.
Why is it not H?
It's a silent.
Starts with an, starts with an A.
Why is it? Shouldn't it start with a H?
H.
Spell it. Go on, spell it.
H. Ian, H. Give us an H.
Well, is there any other way of saying it? H?
No, maybe
He just did, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh. Let myself down.
Yeah.
Was it steps, wasn't it? H. H.
What are we talking about?
That's it. We are done. ESPN.
Enrique's happy.
Enrique. So there was one football question.
Dedicated, this segment dedicated to Enrique Martinez.
I'm looking forward to Grumpy Scottish Grandpas Analyse Modern Hollywood podcast.
You're welcome, Enrique.
Stevie breaking it down.
See you tomorrow.
Those made-up movies. It's been an eventful 7 days here in the studio. Let's check out, shall we? Best of the week.
Everybody on this set is in an extreme hurry to get out of here, so we're going to rush through this as quickly as... I'm all right.
I'm all right myself.
Oh, great. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Let's stay and make sure he's late.
Aye, okay.
If you go to my Insta story, you'll see me walking a dog with... I've forgotten his name now. But a Sports Centre guy who presents Sports Centre.
Same time tomorrow, ESPN Sports Center guy?
Gary.
Gary.
I'm going for Gary.
You just threw Gary.
Everybody's Gary.
Yeah, Gary.
Did anybody enjoy the Super Bowl yesterday? I know you did, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you one of these people that thought it was boring?
No, there's something to be said.
You said it was the Jose Mourinho.
I'm not finished my answer yet. You think you were in a hurry? Are you going somewhere?
No, the plane just took off without me, sir.
Oh, you calm down now.
Okay.
Right.
So break down the whole Super Bowl.
No, you're all right. On you go. I'm not important as you are.
How many podcasts does Sid regularly appear on? I've heard him in at least 3 different ones.
On one or two others knocking around. In particular, Second Captains in Ireland.
Maybe you listen
Captains of Pirates. I mean, what?
to Captains of Pirates. How did we get there?
What did he say?
The 2 captains.
The 2 captains makes you think of Salem. Aye, aye, skipper. Higher up the mainsail.
Did you go to Neymar's birthday party?
I was invited. The problem was the dress code was red and I had nothing like fully red and I didn't have time to buy something, so I had to decline. And Ney was really upset. I believe when he cried at the end, it was not so much about the metatarsal, the fact that I wasn't there to share that moment with him.
Please don't ever call him Ney again, Jules. A little bit of vomit came in my mouth.
I didn't have any posters on my wall when I was a youth. What kind of youth do you think I was? How did you have posters of Herc? The guy tweeted once he wanted the show to be like a call-in show.
Oh my goodness.
We all just sit with the big old-fashioned telephones here. When it rings in.
How big were telephones?
A big old-fashioned telephone.
Hello. No, I don't hate US soccer. No, I don't hate Pulisic.
Does Messi really need to win the World Cup?
You're a little bit of an egomaniac, I've found.
All right, Shaq, calm down.
An egomaniac does not drive a rental car in the UK that costs him $6 a day. It's unheard
And it had 4 wheels and everything. It was great.
I just can't guess how much I paid for this car.
Not like you and your Maserati picking the kids up.
Move on.
You say Z.
You say Z. You don't say Z.
Mate, in the song, it's Z.
It's not Z in the song.
It's Z in the song.
XYZ. In the American song it is.
Correct.
But you're not American.
I've been in America 20 years and I sit and watch the telly.
Did you just hear yourself like, I've been in America for 20 years and I watch the telly? That's not American.
I'm quite 100% integrated.
Okay.
Where do you stand on the last letter of the alphabet?
Z.
Yes.
Well, he's only been here 8 years.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't acclimated as yet,
There you go.
Stephen.
See? Takes time.
What about you, Shaq?
You'll get there eventually.
don't.
Z.
I'm a Z.
Are you a Z?
See?
Yeah, I'm a Z.
No,
Educated in the USA.
in the where? Bye-bye.
Oh, sorry.